Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 4. I am on my balcony, so it's a little bright out here. Welcome to week 4. A couple of just three announcements for this week. Number one, in relation to your discussion boards have been graded. I did not comment. I was mostly just kind of taking in the information from you, getting to know you all a little better, which kind of leads me to my next statement. The goal of this activity was both for you to share your thoughts and begin connecting with other people in the class. Many of you are not dance majors. That's understandable. At the same time, as a facilitator of the class, I ask myself, how do I make the course content relevant? How can I make these experiences relevant to everybody in the classroom? And to be honest, even as a dancer, I've been connecting with teams and with groups of people in virtual settings prior to the pandemic. And it's something that I'm still doing in 2024 during our in this contemporary time. Sorry, outside. So outside sounds. Um, so this idea of being able to connect with people in a virtual space is a skill that is useful regardless of which field regardless of which field you're going to be working in. Even if you are going on site every day to a job, there might be times where you have a virtual meeting, or team members that never come into the site if you're working hybrid or you're working in a remote. So, this practice of engaging with people on a discussion board is about being able to connect with people that aren't physically in your space but still a part of your team. So I hope that you understand that thing, or let me explain to you that that was the purpose of the thing. Um, Secondly, in relation to the discussion boards, you were asked to develop a question, right? A question about the reading. These open ended questions help me to assess your understanding of the content, helps me to also know what you're thinking in relation to the content. Now, these open ended questions shouldn't be questions that have a simple yes or no answer or definitive answer. I want you to think about them as questions that would require somebody to do some thinking, right? So maybe they need to take a pause to just think for them by themselves for a second, or maybe they need to do some additional research before they respond. And these questions could be also questions that would initiate discussion, right? So think about it. Sometimes people have that really great question that they ask at a party, and then it starts a whole nother discussion. What do you think about da 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 da? So it's not. So I'm not asking you what definitive question do you have? Like, is there something that you might not have understood at the end of the reading? That is a possibility, but it also can be a way of scaffolding and going deeper with our understanding of the course content. So if we think back to elementary school, reading comprehension, one of the things that teachers used to look for is, are you still thinking about other possibilities of how this story could have ended and what could have happened and things like that? So this is a uh, a higher education example of thinking about what you just read and taking it to where it could be. So, open ended questions are questions that are exactly that, open ended. There is no definitive answer. It cannot be answered with a yes or no or even a simple word. It requires some thought and possibly some discussion. And that's going to take me into our last and final announcement for today, which is or this week rather, which is be alert. I do my best to find short and efficient videos that address whatever that concept is. At the same time, it's going to be very important for you to stay alert. So, what you'll notice in some of the videos, not in these announcements, but in some of the other videos, is that there will be questions along the process to help you, to assist you in staying alert and staying engaged. And Everything that I do for a reason. I'm doing that because everything that I share with you during the class is going to come up again. And when it comes up again, I'm going to be asking you to find connections and intersections of this thing and that thing, right? So if you weren't paying attention, you're going to be a little lost when you're asked to find connections between these two concepts. So make sure you're staying alert, right? Make sure you do whatever you need to do to be engaged and alert when the videos are playing so that you are getting the content and able to be successful in the class, because that's really what it's about. Like, if my class was so hard that no one was passing it, that means that I wouldn't feel like I was a good educator. I want you to be successful. I want you to learn something. I want you to be able to talk about what you learned. That's really what it is for me. So, with that being said, have an amazing week. Do something really great for yourself and for someone else. If you have any questions or concerns, send me an email, majanku@coppin.edu, and be great. Be amazing. Take care.